creative people. So again, it's been a hot minute. Like I said, we can only do so many unboxings before I just run out of stuff. So in trying to decide what to actually do with you guys, it's really hard because anything artsy or craftsy, I take forever to do. You know, the simplest, smallest thing needs 2 hours worth of decision, and it's ridiculous. So trying to find something that we can do relatively quickly. So today we're gonna paint some rocks. Now, if you've never seen it or heard of it, there's like the Kindness Rocks project. You can Google probably a million of these things. There will be some in your area, I'm sure, specific to your area. Just Google it, but the basis is you paint or decorate or decoupage or just write on or whatever, customize rocks, and then you just leave them places for people to find. I think it's the Kindness Rocks project that they have you leave like a little label with them that, you know, says the name of the project, and then you can go like on Facebook or something and post a picture of what you found or whatever. It's super fun to see, like, if your rocks travel to a different state. You know, I could hide one of these, someone could pick it up, travel to Montana and decide to leave it somewhere out there, and then someone posts that, hey, I found this in Montana, wherever. That's kind of cool, but that was just way too much for me. If it starts to feel like a job, I don't want to do it. So I just paint and decorate rocks, make them pretty, and then just leave them. I don't stick any notes that you have to worry about them getting wet and damaged or anything like that. I just decorate and leave. So that reminds me though, I think next time I wanted to decoupage on some. Maybe we'll do that next time. But anyway, I have some rocks here. Now this was just a set of 4. And I want to say I picked them up at Michael's, but it's been quite a while ago. But I do remember buying a geode rock for another project, so I think I might have just saw them right there in the same aisle and snatched them. So I'm guessing Michael's, but don't etch that in stone. We're not going to use this one today. I just have them down on an old towel. If you see though, I finally got to my craft desk where we can film over here where I wanted to all along. Hopefully the lighting is good. It's right in my face, which I don't like, so I'm still trying to figure that out. But you guys know this is all a work in progress. We're coming along. Let's see. So I have a whole big set of purple paintbrushes. Aren't they pretty? Those came from Temu. Rocks, possibly Michael's. The first paint I'm going to be using is, all my bottled paints are super, super old, so we may open some in some different videos and they're completely solid and I have to find a different one. Who knows? But this one was actually still in perfect shape. It's from Apple Barrel. It's called Banana, number 20219. And then I also have a glow in the dark that I think we're going to try on one. It's also Apple Barrel. It's Gloss Yellow Glow in the Dark, number 20485. So we'll try that. The only thing I have pre-done is gessoed the rocks, which, if you don't know what gesso is, it's essentially a primer. You can literally put it on anything. It's acrylic based. You can put it on anything, and then if you paint over, the color will show better. Like, I have made mixed media canvases where I used flowers and charms, metal pieces, whatever. It doesn't matter what color you use. If you want to put it on there, then you just gesso over everything and you can color it all the way you want. So like, these rocks tend to be darker, and I want to do them yellow, and I don't want the yellow toned down, so that's why I chose to gesso them. You don't always need to. You don't need to. It's fine. But now the yellow will be the color it's supposed to be. Now my regular gesso, I only had a little bit left and it completely dried up. So all I had left was this super heavy gesso from Hobby Lobby. Super heavy just means that it is really, really thick. So you could literally take something that's black. If you wanted to paint it, say baby pink, you could just cover it with this and then paint it baby pink, and the baby pink would be just fine. I hope that all makes sense. Let's see, what else? Oh, rocks. Now, I bought them, like I say, I think at Michael's. You can get them anywhere. Just if you're picking them out in public, make sure that it is legal to do so. Some places, you're not allowed to take anything. Anything nature related, you cannot take it. Don't take things out of other people's yards, you know, just some common sense and common courtesy. But you can buy them at, I think, just about all the craft stores. You can even go to like Home Depot, the home improvement stores. You can go to landscaping shops, stores. You can get them on Amazon. Oh, your UPS driver is going to love that. But anyway, you can get them anywhere. Just be careful if you're getting them from out in public. Okay, so I have a picture off to the side from Pinterest. We are just going to do some emoji faces because those are super simple. I am not an artist. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler. So we're just going to do the best we can. I only gesso the top because I kind of like being able to see that it is really a rock. You can see what kind of rock, any cool patterns or designs in the rock under there. I don't know if rocks need to breathe. I've seen that somewhere. I don't know. I just like being able to see the actual rock underneath. You can paint the whole thing. Your rocks are your business. Do whatever you want. Okay, so I'm going to start on this first one. I'm going to try to stay in frame. I promise nothing. So we are taking our banana. See how bright yellow that gets to stay because of the gesso? If I had just done it straight on the rock, the color of the rock would knock the color of the yellow back and dull it down a little. So we wanted it bright yellow. Try to get in all the nooks and crannies, but again, this is your rock. You do it however you want. I am not the boss of you. We got some lumpy bumpies. Get out of there. Okay, there's that one. I think we'll do this one, and then we'll do this one, the glow in the dark. And I poured out way too much paint. You don't need all this much. I just got into a new YouTuber that does a lot of painting. She paints on everything. And I like her, but she also pours out way too much paint, and the thought of wasting all that makes me crazy. But then I did it myself, so. Okay, there's that one. And then I have some water over here to the side. Just get that regular yellow out. Okay, and now we're gonna try this glow in the dark. I can't say that I've ever used it on anything before. Let's see if it's hard as a rock. Ew, paint booger. Ew, paint booger. Did you guys see that? Oh, I am brilliant, I tell ya. Okay, surprisingly though, it's not solid either. but I do think it needs shaken a bit more. Now, we're all taking bets on how long it takes me to put my arm in that. I am notorious. Okay, we're going for it. Okay, this stuff is kind of transparent. I'm wondering if I shouldn't have done a coat of regular yellow first. Or we'll just have to do more than one coat. Okay, now I need to use my heat tool to dry this, so there's gonna be some noise. In editing, I will try to figure out if I can mute that noise. Otherwise, you may want to turn your sound down now. And when you see my hands come back, then you can turn it back up. Ready? Turn it down. Okay, come back. Okay, so the glow-in-the-dark paint is not drying with the heat gun, and where it did start to dry, the color is literally going away. So, not sure what's going on with that paint. It is clearly the paint, though, because these went just fine. So we are going to just put that glow-in-the-dark one to the side, and I'm going to have to see if I can't figure out what to do with that later. Probably just let it air dry and see if it's okay, and then it's definitely going to need probably a few coats. So now we're down to 2. Okay, so these I think are dry enough to do what we want, we hope. So I'm gonna put my brush in the water, clean it off. We can't ruin my beautiful purple brushes. Okay, I will clean those out better later. Okay, well, let's see how long it takes me to spill that paint on the floor. Okay, so for the designs, I am using Posca paint pens. I do not have very many colors. That's another reason we went for emojis, because they don't take very many colors. I literally have red, white, and black. So let's see, what's a really easy one we think that I can actually do? Okay, so let's do this one because this is like the best rock. So I think we're gonna do this surprised face. You know, the open mouth, ooh, surprised face. So let's see how this goes. Not being any kind of artist, and that paint is not dry enough. Got yellow in my white paint pen. Okay. Sorry guys, if I can figure out how to edit this out, I will, but we're gonna have the noise again. Ready? Turn your volume down. Okay, I'm back. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Now that rock is pretty warm, so we're gonna give it a second to cool down. So I was drying this one and it looks like there's literally, I don't know if that will show up, looks like there's a bite mark. It wasn't me, I swear. So I have this spare fourth one over here, and I don't know if you've seen the pictures of the ones that they paint to look like M&Ms with a bite out of them. This one will be perfect for that. So I'm going to try that one on this one. Okay, so if we do any more of these in a future video, you have to let me know. See? Who took bets? I didn't time it. It took longer than I expected, but I put my arm in it. I completely forgot what I was saying. Oh, you'll have to leave it in the comments below if you like rock painting or not. Just don't be mean. That's all I ever ask, is just don't be mean. And if we do it again, I will just have all the pre-coats and the base colors on and dry and ready to go, so you guys don't have to sit here through all of this. Okay. Let's try this again. And I think his eyes need to be bigger. See, I can't even draw a circle. Okay. Wow, I think that's the best circle I've ever drawn in my life. So my stained glass studio, I think I've mentioned this before, but I'm not sure. I am a stained glass artist. But since we moved, my glass studio location has been a whole thing that I won't bore you with. But it is just about ready. We moved it into the house because temperature control was becoming too big of an issue. So it is just about ready. We would have had it done last weekend, but we went to a birthday party. Ugh. I don't know if, oh, that was a disaster. If my paint pens just aren't juicy enough, or it's probably just me. Okay, we're just gonna leave it like that because I am ruining my paint pen. Okay. So let me try to get this out of here without dumping it everywhere, because we've already seen what happens. Told you I was notorious for putting my arm in stuff. Okay, so now we just need the black. And I mean, who knows? People may pick these up and then take them home and be like, ugh, and just throw them in the garbage. So I'm not going to put crazy amounts of time into these. And again, I'm not an artist. I know I'm not an artist. It's okay. Okay, so gonna do his mouth. I don't know if I should do a circle like they have or do like the oval. So like a circle. Well, a circle. Or so one is like a oh and one is like a ah. So let's just stick with the circle. We don't want him to seem like he's scared. Although with me coloring him, he has every reason to be scared. I can't draw, no artistic ability whatsoever. I have been practicing my coloring for literally years because I'm a card maker too, and a lot of stamp sets you get will require you to color in the images. And I have Copics. And so I've been practicing with those for years. I'm getting better. Okay, how's that? And then he needs little pupils. Little pupils. Ugh. I think stuff just isn't drying enough before I start messing with it. But I don't have patience to wait for things to dry. Hence the heat gun. Okay, and then he's got scared little eyebrows. This is where I will definitely mess it up. Okay, what do we think? I know it looks like a kindergartner did it. I'm okay with that. I accept it. You should accept it. It's fine. It's still going to be cute. Someone's out walking in the woods, on a hiking trail, whatever, and they come across that. I know it would make me smile. If it makes someone else smile, that's all I need. So what do we do on this guy? Again, limited artistic ability, if any at all. There's just a plain smiley face, but maybe we do, I did pull out the red, so maybe we do the heart eyes. Or do we do the kissy face? Heart eyes or kissy face? Let's do the heart eyes. Now this is kind of a wonky rock. Let's do him this way. Okay, so we'll do the mouth. Oh dear. Okay, so they have it like this. And then, oh dear. This is terrifying for someone with no artistic ability. I don't know if that YouTuber I was watching is just drying her stuff more, or it doesn't say, like, everything is in Japanese, but maybe she has like a broader tip. I don't know, but she doesn't have these problems with it pulling her paint up. And I'm trying not to press too hard. If there are problems to be had, it's going to happen when I'm trying to record this. Okay, that's good enough. And then this guy has teeth, so that should be interesting. Trying to paint his teeth without getting the black all in there. Maybe he'll just have some rotten teeth. Eat too much candy at Halloween. Maybe this will be a lesson learning emoji. Okay, I better leave that there, because if I muck with it too much, it's just going to end up with black. I still have yellow in this paint pen. Okay, and then they have him a little tongue. Okay, that worked out okay. And now we have to do his heart eyes. This is where I could very quickly and easily ruin this. Okay, and they're pretty big. Oh dear. I told you I'm not an artist, right? I can't draw the simplest things. Okay, so now we've got to try to color these in. I'm wondering if it just isn't easier to color these things in with actual paint. We'll see how this goes. Okay, this is going pretty good. I think maybe just the paint is drier, the yellow paint. It just wasn't dry enough before. I don't have the patience. Okay, there's one. Could be worse, could be better. What are you gonna do? So, do you guys do this? Paint on rocks or anything else? I want to say that I've seen somewhere where people get those little like 2x2 or 3x3 little canvases and just make a teeny tiny piece of art on those and leave them around too. Okay, he's not terrible. Again, no artistic ability, but he is not terrible at all. Yeah, it kind of looks like he has maybe a weird hair thing and his hair is blowing. Oh dear, yeah. So this glow-in-the-dark paint is still wet. I don't know if it's bad or it just takes a million years to dry. I don't know. If I try to remember in the next video, I will give you guys an update on how that worked out. These guys, I am going to let them dry for a while. Those paint pens don't take long to dry at all, but we know that the yellow was still just a touch damp. So I'm going to let these dry for a while, and then I am going to either brush some varnish over them, or I may just spray, because I know I have some spray clear coat. But I will put 1 or 2, if I brush it on, 1 or 2 coats, and if I spray it, maybe even up to 4 or 5. It just depends, because the spray goes on thinner. But we want these to hold up. This is acrylic paint, so it's water-based. So if they're out in the rain or something, he would just start melting into a pile of yellow goo. So we don't want that to happen. So they will be sealed before they are left out. Other than that, I hope this wasn't too cringeworthy. I did warn you guys, no artistic ability. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Again, just be nice. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.